Hey guys, welcome back to Faithful Pursuit. So, exciting news, we are getting ready to go to the Boundary Waters. Me and my wife Jenny have planned the trip, and we will be headed up to Ely, Minnesota, to the Boundary Waters. We're going to be going out of, I believe it's Little Indian Sioux North, and then headed up into a bunch of different lakes. This is our first trip to the Boundary Waters, of course. I've done some backcountry hunting and stuff like that, but never the Boundary Waters kind of stuff. So we're going to be camping and fishing and just kind of hanging out, disconnecting for a little bit. We'll be out about 6 days, so it's going to be fun. So the reason I'm making this video is just to kind of go over the stuff that we've kind of packed for our first time in the Boundary Waters, and then revisit it afterwards, and hopefully we'll get some good video of fishing and paddling in and stuff like that. But then come back and figure out what did and didn't work for us for our next trip, if we're so lucky to go. So we'll start from there. So the first thing, of course, we'll be getting canoes from an outfitter there, some super lightweight Kevlar canoes, paddles, and some rod holders. Everything else we're bringing, so minus the canoe, and a lightweight tent. So everything else we're bringing ourselves, food, all that good stuff. So what we have is, so Jenny will be carrying a pack, and I'll be carrying a pack on our backs, and then I'll be carrying the canoe as well when we have to portage to different lakes that we're going to go to. So I got the 2 packs. We have food. This is all our food here, basically for 6 days. We got a bunch of dehydrated meals, like mountain houses, stuff like that. And then we have our cookware, our fire starter, camp lights, some cups, stuff like that. We have some peanut butter and jelly. We're going to try this out. We have some tortillas that we're kind of smear it on, and kind of for snacks, almost like peanut butter and jelly. Just a little bit lighter weight, should I say, than carrying a loaf of bread. Then we move over from the food and the cooking stuff over to just some kind of minor fishing stuff. So I got some rope, and then I bought a net. So this is a basketball net, and kind of the thought process behind this was to, instead of carrying an anchor or something like that for the canoe, if we wanted to anchor somewhere, I could use a basketball net and then basically put rocks while we're out there inside the basketball net, tie it shut, and then add some rope to it, and boom, we have an anchor. So that's the thought process behind that. I saw that somewhere else. I can't remember where I saw that, but it kind of just clicked, and I was like, hey, that'd be a good idea. So we're gonna try that, see how that works. Got some kind of line tie. So this is to tie my rods into the canoe while I'm portaging it, so I don't have to try to carry those. We can just kind of wire wrap them in the canoe. This is another little idea that I found online. So when we're fishing, so they recommend kind of live bait. They say that that's the best. We're going to try it. So what I'm going to do with this is get leeches, and then so when we're portaging and stuff like that, so water doesn't spill everywhere, I have one cap that is just a regular cap that we can screw on it with the water, the leeches inside, doesn't splash around. And then I have another cap, I don't know if you can see that, but this one's like for camp, and then when we're fishing, that water can go in and out of this and give the leeches fresh water. So I thought that was a cool idea. And of course we have a collapsible net, some carabiners, a stringer, a metal fish stringer, and then kind of pair of pliers, some little tools like that. Then we move over to here. These are our sleeping bags. So this is my sleeping bag, this is Jenny's sleeping bag. Super compact, lightweight. Jenny just got, that's her first compact sleeping bag, so she's pretty excited about getting that. And then of course we have, this is our kind of, it's a tent kind of bug net, just in case the bugs are bad. This basically just pops up. Put it over a sitting area, something like that, to keep us away from the bugs if they're bad. Then we've got a tarp to kind of cover camp, lightweight tarp. Went ahead and made a pre-made quick deploy ridge line. You guys will see that probably in the video when we start setting up camp. But basically you just take that between two trees. It's got some quick connects. Learn to tie a bunch of different knots, some Prusik knots, bowline knots, and stuff like that. So I'll get to kind of try all that out. That's all packed up in here neatly. All I do is pull the string out, go to the trees, put the tarp out, just slide it along the ridge line with the Prusik knots, and good to go. Easy setup, easy to deploy. Of course, got a couple of trekking sticks. I think we're gonna let Jenny use these. And then maybe even use them to prop tarps up and stuff like that. Then we have a couple dry bags. This has our extra clothes in case it gets cold. It is supposed to get chilly next week at night, so we just brought some extra camp clothes and I think another change of clothes, and then we'll keep a change of clothes in the car for when we get back. We can change and then drive the 8 hours home. So that'll be nice just to get in some cleaner clothes. A must is head nets. Mosquitoes are pretty bad out there. Hopefully the cool weather's still there. That keeps them kind of away. We'll see how that works out. Camp chairs are a must. I don't want to sit on a log or a stump the whole time we're out there when we're relaxing around camp. So we have these little lightweight chairs. They're not the lightest weight you can buy, but they're similar. We're going to see how these work out. We've used them a couple times, so we'll see how that works out, or if we need to go with something lighter the next go round. Moving on, so we have a water filtration set up here. Basically, you put the water in it, hang it from a tree, it filters down, and you fill up your water bottles. And a live straw secondary in case something happens to that. At least we have a live straw. Some wipes and stuff just to clean up. And I have a water storage kind of container that I'll fill this up with water, so we'll just have a kind of big thing of a water reservoir for us to have, along with us filtering water, of course. Moving on over here, a must, coffee. This is coffee. Have some utensils, stuff like that in here. That's basically all that is. Some salt, stuff like that, salt, pepper. Then we have some drink mix, instant lattes. This is the wife's, and some Tang, and then something else. Oh, some lemonade. So have that just to throw in the water to give it another taste. Moving on, bug repellent, a couple thermocells, one for Jenny, one for myself. And then we go over to Jenny's pack. I've already kind of got these kind of put in here, but we have 2 inflatable mattresses, super lightweight, super small, easy to pack. My set of rain gear, Jenny's set of rain gear, a little first aid kit in this pack, just in case something happens. You never know, so we'll put some Tylenol, some blister strips, odds and ends, Band-Aids, stuff like that in that. And then of course in the side we have our water bottles. I have a couple Nalgene water bottles, and then I have this Grill press. It worked really good when I was sheep hunting a couple years ago. It's already got a filter built in. Basically you just pop that off, scoop up water, push it down, it presses through a filter, and voila, you have water. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, what we're packing. I did pack a couple extra garbage bags to kind of haul trash out, or to put our packs in, or line our packs in case it's raining, stuff like that. That pack is already waterproof, 100%. This pack is not, so I'll line it, and then we'll have an extra one. In case it really starts coming down, we can put the pack inside the garbage bag for an extra layer of protection there. I think that's about it. Oh, and then I'll have some fishing tackle and stuff like that. They'll kind of go in this red bag on top. Haven't weighed everything yet, but by no means is it too heavy for either of us. But I think we'll be pretty comfortable with all this stuff. Time will tell. Let you know in about 6 days after we're out there for 6 days anyways. When we come back, I'll do another video on the do's, don'ts, and then what we'll take next time and what we'll leave or things we'll add. One thing I will say is that our first night while we're in Elu, so when we get there Sunday, we're gonna spend a nice Sunday night, and we actually go to our entry point on Monday, Memorial Day. I think we're gonna get steaks the night before, frozen steaks, and then at our first campsite, I think we'll have us a really nice steak, and then the rest of the days, of course, we'll have dehydrated meals. Hopefully we'll have some shore lunches and some suppers with some walleye that we catch. That's the hopes. We got some fish fry mix and some oil and stuff to do that. So we're hoping to do that. So we will see. But I will keep you guys posted, let you know how all this stuff worked out, how heavy it was, how gruesome it was, or not. So we'll see. We're looking forward to it, and you guys stay tuned, and we'll be making another video, like I said, and you'll get to see the fishing and all that, the canoeing and all that. So we'll make a video of fishing and camping in the Boundary Waters, as well as a video when we come back on the things they did and didn't work as far as packing and hiking and the canoeing. So you guys stay tuned. We'll see you in a bit. And that's it. So that will be our 6-day pack for Boundary Waters. We got everything in here. The only thing I have left, and they both, this one probably weighs a little bit more, but considering going to be packing the canoe as well, and we're trying to make one portage per portage, so we don't have to come back and get the other stuff. I think this will suit us well. This won't be too hard to pack. This won't be too hard to pack, especially with a canoe on my back. So I think other than the fishing tackle, which is just a little Plano box that I'm just going to set on top in there, and then the chairs I'll hang from the top here, and of course the tent will go in there, but it's a super lightweight tent. I think we're ready to go. So 2 bags, fully packed, 6 days on the Boundary Waters. So I'll let you guys know what worked and what didn't. So now we'll be leaving here Sunday. So we're super excited and ready to get going. So I would say probably this pack, maybe 30 pounds, maybe. And this one just a hair more, so maybe 35 pounds or so. But I think that's gonna work. Of course, Jenny's Crocs there, and she's got some water shoes, and I'll just be wearing tennis shoes, and then for portaging and stuff like that, and then I'll wear my Crocs around camp. So we'll see how that goes. So that's a wrap. We'll see you guys on the water.